Hello. This is a very impromptu 555 2022 portal activation. It's 5 o'clock. It is May 5th. So happy Cinco de Mayo. It is 5 o'clock. It's actually 5:02 Eastern Standard Time. And I just thought I would come on. It's my first full day back in Orlando after my little Egypt trip. And I shouldn't say little because it was epic. And I just wanted to come on. I'm going to be doing my Beltane, astrological Beltane call with my magic moon circle here in a little bit. And we're opening the pink rose gate with my initiation of the mystic rose tonight. So I was just all dressed up with all the gear, and I just thought it'd be nice to come on to my community. And I wanted to thank Ms. Mechanism for doing my Monday night lives for the last few weeks, and I'm just really grateful for you. And I wanted to also thank Marissa for keeping everything going while I was gone, and just do a little activation because it's an intense day. It is astrological Beltane, which is 15 degrees Scorpio. We've got the moon in Cancer, so we're all feeling a little bit emotional. We have solar storms, and we also have just this new moon portal. So we had a new moon over the weekend, and so we're in that growing moon phase. So we've got this beautiful opportunity to awaken to the most magical version of us. May is always one of my favorite months because we're in Taurus season. It is a really powerful month for manifesting. We've got an eclipse going on. So we had the eclipse at the end of the month in April, and we have another eclipse on May 16th. Really, with that lunar eclipse, we should be able to see it in most of the places in the United States. So if you are feeling it right now, it is really in that deep eclipse portal of transformation. So we're kind of like in the womb. We started with the eclipse and we're like growing like a baby, and we're really rebirthing. There's a rebirthing energy going on. So who are you becoming, and what is it? It is 5:05. So in the activation energy, let's just activate. Who are you becoming? So take a deep breath in and just focus into that emotion of new beginnings, new transformative energy. What is it you're calling? What is it you're activating? What is it you're allowing? And who are you ready to let the rest of the world see? Because a lot of you have been already in who you want to be, but please allow yourself to let the world see it. The world needs to see your transformation. If you've been hiding behind doors, you've been hiding from the world, and a lot of you are planning your coming out, your big coming out party. This is the energy of yes. This is the energy of the time is now, and now is the time. We're in divine timing. We're in karmic grace. So allow yourself to see, smell, feel, and touch what that transformation is like on the other side. So activating the codes of transformation, activating the codes of allowance, activating the codes of new rebirth, new beginnings, and magnifying to you your truth and magnifying to you your dreams and your desires. So pulling that magnification in right now. So allow yourself to feel that in your cells, activating your truth, activating the codes of allowance, activating your worthiness, activating your deservingness. And sometimes it's just about making that first step. So activating your willingness to make the first step, activating your ability to see yourself as you truly are instead of what someone else has ever told you to be. So who told you you couldn't? That's one of the questions I've really found in my coaching right now is important. Who told you you couldn't? So come into releasing that. So releasing through time, space, dimension, and reality, anyone who told you you couldn't be who you desire to be, anyone who told you you couldn't be who you really are, anyone who told you it wasn't safe, it wasn't desirable, no one would want you, and releasing that, clearing it, and sending it into the seventh plane light of love to be transmuted to I already am worthy and deserving. And the world is looking for my gifts. The world is looking for my truth and magnetizing those who are going to be the right soul family, the right tribe, the right easy peasy people to do your soul's mission. I'm all about right now. I just got back from Egypt and I recognize that my group, you, the soul circle of my life, you all have a mission. I have a mission. I have been very clearly given my marching orders from Isis. While I was there, I had the pleasure of speaking with Isis on multiple occasions. She came through with my marching orders, and my marching orders is to make priests and priestesses and bring people to their true life's mission and to their true purpose and potential. So think about what is your mission and what might be holding you back from living it. And if there's something I can do to help you, please let me know. We have our moon circles, and I'm starting the Pink Rose Gate tonight, but you have up till next Thursday really, to sign up, because tonight is sort of an introductory call. And a few people have asked me, what is the Rose Gate, the Pink Rose Gate, and the Mystic Rose program all about? And it's become very clear that I am going to be bringing forth my skills as a priestess. I took vows as a high priestess while I was in Egypt to continue this work, to bring forward the priests and priestesses that are ready to birth a new planet, ready to bring the codes of new humanity, the golden age. We are at a place where we are awakening truly prophesized times. We are birthing the age of Aquarius into realization in 20 or 50 years. I'm really clear that the world won't look like it does right now. And no matter where you are in your life, if you look back, maybe you're 30 years old, maybe you're 50 years old, maybe you're 70 years old, the world doesn't look like it looked when you were growing up. I guarantee it. And we are going through one of the highest, fastest golden ages of evolution mankind has ever seen. And we're waking up spiritual codes as we speak. We are seeing light codes and frequencies and vibrations change and rise. We're receiving information, energetic information all the time. And sometimes that can be overwhelming. So the Pink Rose is the first program in the Mystic Rose program, and it will always be the prerequisite to everything else that I'll be doing. And this Pink Rose is about really understanding unconditional love, becoming an awakened being of light that is able to communicate that, is able to be in that higher frequency, to live that frequency as a lifestyle, to be literally tapping into ascended masters, angelic beings, and to tap into your own deeper higher self, which I will call the monadic self, and like your soul self. So you're living from soul's divine purpose. So you're living from, and this is true no matter whether you take the Pink Rose program or not, everybody right now is being called to live at a higher frequency than they've ever lived before, and that's challenging. There's initiations, and there's things that we must let go of, old belief systems, identities. We are transforming our ancestral lines right now. We are transforming ourselves to our highest truth and potential. So just right now, I want to activate that for anyone who is watching this, activating your truth, activating your potential, activating the fact that you know that you know that you know that you're on this world for a greater mission. And if you're feeling a sense of imposter, I want you to release that right now. So in the energy of release, releasing any belief that it isn't possible, that it's too much for you, that you can't do it, releasing that and replacing it with, of course I can. It is already my right and truest potential to let go of all of I hold in a negative place and activate what I'm bringing into this world in the highest and best way. And I just watched Miss Joy do a little crazy dance. So if you heard her, she's sending you her love as well. And she's being activated to rise up to her highest potential as well. One of the things I learned was that the frequency is changing. So there were palatable codes coming through these temples to be remembered. We are uncovering remembrances at a rapid rate across the planet. People are being called to Egypt in a way that they've never been called to before. People are being called to sacred sites in a way that they've never been called before, because we're awakening grid lines. So it's also important for you right now to just drop in to wherever you are. Take this moment, like tuck your tailbone, just straighten my spine, tuck your tailbone, and just remember to ground yourself in the moment. Ground yourself in the place where you physically are. Imagine bringing a pillar of light through your body. Literally see your spine lining up. Feel any tension being released from your body. And take a deep breath. Imagine that there's a field of light that goes out around you, 3 feet around you, above, below, in front, to the right and to the left. That this is a potent field of light, and it is a column of light, and you're bringing it from the sun down through your body. I've got shivers. Down through your body, washing away, clearing, and releasing old energy, stress energy. If you're feeling overwhelmed from the eclipses, if you're feeling overwhelmed from just today's energy, allow that to go down into the earth and be transmuted, and actually allow yourself to drop anchor. Imagine your tailbone going down into the earth as a tail of light, and just dropping that energy and connecting to it, that it's your place. You have a right to take up space. So just maybe expand your space now that you've become this pillar of light, this ball of light. Imagine bringing it out and actually taking up space. Imagine bringing it through the building that you're in, whether it's your home or your office, expanding that light and transmuting what is around you. I had a headache earlier, and I just transmuted the headache by expanding. I put on some frankincense. I sniffed a little bit of rose oil. I've got this amazing bottle of rose oil from Egypt. So taking a little sniff of whatever brings you back to your center. And what does that mean? What is it? What do you need? Do you need to hold a crystal? Do you need to take a whiff of a high frequency oil? Do you need to put on high frequency music? Would it help to light a candle? I'm just going to ask you to really start using your tools right now, and remember that you are a tool to expand your light through the building, transmuting, sending away into the seventh plane light of love all the negative energy. If you're feeling other people's energy, call your own energy back into you and everybody else out. And then ask, am I feeling overwhelmed? Is this mine? So if you're not sure if it's even you that's feeling overwhelmed, see if it's everybody around you. Is there some need to retract your energy and get everybody else out? So just imagine clearing soul fragments, clearing other people's emotions, clearing the world overwhelm. And then from there, refilling yourself. Imagine just a burst of love coming from your heart and filling your space, right? Filling the space all the way out to the edges of your fingers and your toes, and pushing the energy from your heart all the way around you, making a coherent field, and then sending that coherent field through the building you're in, through the city you're in, through the state you're in, through the country you're in, through the land, down into the earth, all the way to the other side of the planet, anywhere and everywhere that it could reach, sending it to other hearts, other souls, you, but expanded, full embodiment of your true divine nature, which is love. My mission is to bring priests and priestesses into their heart space and to create coherent fields of love throughout the planet. So remember, I am a being of light, I am a being of love, and my mission is just to live from the space of love and the eyes and lens of love. And that should shift a lot for you. Let me know how that lands. Let me know how that makes you feel. And if it's feeling like it's hard or impossible, also let me know that. And we're going to be getting some tools to you. I've got a really amazing Facebook Live planned for you on Monday, where I'm going to share some things that happened on my trip to Egypt. I'll just share one little story today, and then I'm going to hop off and I'll catch up with you all Monday. But one of the ways I realized I could be a being of love was standing on a boat in the middle of the Nile, going down the Nile. I would hear all the prayers. We were in the middle of Ramadan, and so they would be having the Muslim prayers just over the loudspeakers throughout the whole field of all these fields that we were on. There was wild horses and wild goats and fields, and you really couldn't see a single soul. We're going down the Nile on a boat, and I'm standing on the top of this boat, and nobody else was around. It was late enough that everybody had gone to bed, and these prayers are just filling the air. And I remembered my heart was connected to every single person that was praying in that moment. And so one of my missions is for us to pray together. And by pray, I mean, think and fill your heart with how you really want the world to look. So this is prayers of peace. This is prayers for health for your family. This is prayers for health for yourself. And it's okay to ask for wealth and abundance. God, Goddess, all that is, the creative life force energy, one of the things I realized in that moment was all the same. These are just people whose heart is open and expanded. No matter what religion you are, no matter what color you are, no matter what race you are, no matter where you are in the world, ultimately, we all want the same thing. We want peace. We want health. We want wealth. We want good things to happen to our family. We want to be in a sense of peace, bliss, joy, health, and happiness. That is ultimately the same wish that almost every single heart on this planet has. And that very, very small negative percentage that does not want peace, that does not want joy, we can overcome them. Just because they may have some power, be in places that are making decisions, does not mean we can't overtake it. I got a direct subliminal hit from the energy of all that is in that moment. This was a big moment for me, a deep understanding that we are at the verge of overcoming that dark side on this planet. They're actually responding to the fact that we are changing. More people are meditating on the planet. More people are praying on the planet. We are becoming a cohesive, coherent field and raising the frequency of this planet. Right here, right now, we are making changes on this planet. And this is that moment to not give up. The truth is, we are the change that is happening on this planet. And it's happening right now. We are the prophecy. All the different cultures, all the different prophecies talk about right now. And here we are in the moment that we are going to make this planet move into thousands of years of peace. Prophesied by Nostradamus, prophesied by the Hopi Indians, prophesied by the Mayans. There's many different prophecies about the golden age of peace. And even astrology says we're about 20 to 30 years away from that golden age. And it is what we are doing right now that is going to change the planet. So no change in yourself is too small. Starting with ourselves, starting with our hearts, starting with asking for what we want, praying for what we want, meditating on what we want, holding the vision together of how we can create a coherent, peaceful, loving space on this planet. It is now. Now is the time, and we are the reason why it's happening. So that was just me hopping in for a little 5-5 activation. So activating that through time, space, dimension, reality, seeing this vision is already done in our hearts and our minds and our eyes, healing it for our ancestral lines backwards and forwards through our family lines, changing it in our physical DNA body to be activated into our highest timeline and DNA, quantumly moving forward in the highest timeline for this earth, for these bodies, for your soul's evolution. And that we do that in the highest and best way with love and joy. Taking that through our bodies, sending it out to all that are ready to heal, and receiving it in our hearts and in our minds. All right, my beautiful soul family, I love you. I'll see you again Monday night. And just remember to live magically. Remember that no request to the universe is too small, and that you are so worth it and so worthy and so deserving. And don't forget, I love you, and live magically.